Hi guys, and welcome back to another video gaming with the Powers. I'm Jake and welcome to Solo Saturday. So what is Solo Saturday? Solo Saturday, guys, is where I'm going to be playing different board games in our collection solo. So I'll be doing the solo variant or the solo version of these games just so you can get some more playthroughs and see what some of the games we have in our collection. And if you just happen to play games solo by yourself to see if they're worth you picking up, or maybe you might see the solo version of a game and think you just want to pick it up and try it with other friends as well because you like kind of how it works. So today, guys, we're going to be looking at a game that I enjoy very much called Fantastic Factories by Metafactory Games. And so in Fantastic Factories, what you are trying to do is kind of like it's a dice rolling tableau building game where you're rolling dice and you're assigning those dice to different actions, and depending on the number is what you can do. And then you're building cards from your hands, like you're building more refineries or factories to help you become more efficient. And so the goal of the game is to produce either 12 goods or build 10 factories. The first person to do that will go ahead and trigger the end game. Okay? And so it's cool because there's so many ways you can go about doing things, and so that's awesome. So I'm going to be doing the solo version today, so let's go ahead and jump right down on the table, and I'm going to show you how it's played. Okay, guys, so I have everything set up here for a solo version of the game. Just a few things that we can see on the board. We have what you call blueprint cards, which are going to be right here. You have contractors, which are going to be right here. So anytime I reference the market track, or the market, it's going to be this blueprint track right here. Anytime I reference the contractors market row, it'll be this entire row right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right in, guys. So I'm going to start by dealing 4 cards to myself. So I have these 4 cards, and then I get to choose the difficulty of the machine. So I'm just going to go with medium or normal difficulty. The machine will get 3 cards dealt to him, and I will flip these over and show you what he has. So he's coming with a manufactory, all right, a replicator, and a recycling plant. So 2 blues and a purple. Again, I'll explain how all this stuff works as we move along, guys. All right, so you can kind of see real quick, just want to highlight a couple things that, let's look at these blueprint cards right here, right? These are all different factories. On each different factory, the name of the factory is at the top, and then you'll see a bunch of icons on the card itself. The icon in the top left-hand corner is going to determine what type of factory that is. And so basically you need to know that. For example, if I want to take a contractor, so you see there's different little tokens up here. What I would have to do is discard. If I wanted to take this contractor, I would need to discard a blueprint card from my hand matching that same symbol. This goes for if you want to build a factory. I would have to discard a card from my hand with that same symbol, okay? All right, the 2 symbols below that are going to be the resources of the game. You have iron and you have energy. So that is the cost to build this factory, 2 iron and 1 energy, okay? The icon in the top right-hand corner is the victory points that this card is worth at the end of the game. The wording right here, right above the effect, is what type of factory this is. So this is utility factory. You have some that are production, special, and monuments, okay? And then here is the effect of the card. So for example, this incinerator would do, I discard a card from my hand and plus spend an iron to generate 6 energy. Okay, I hope that wasn't confusing and you guys can understand that and you can pick it up. So again, let's go ahead and start from the jump. Let's see what I got in my hand, right? So I got a battery factory, right? So this has a wrench icon. It's 2 iron and 1 energy. It's worth 1 victory point at the end of the game. What this will allow me to do is spend 4 energy to produce 1 good. That is a great card to have on the first turn. I got a refinery, right? So a wrench with 1 iron, 3 energy, and it says if I discard a card plus 3 energy, I can produce 3 iron. That's not bad. A fitness center. For just 1 iron, I can spend 1 energy to decrease the value of one of my unplaced dies by 1. And then a battery factory again. So spending 4 energy to gain a good, just like that. All right, that's actually not a bad hand. All right, so that is my starting hand. All right, so let's go ahead and start off the jump, right? So the play will start with me. So the first phase of the game is the market phase. So I have my option to select any card in the blueprint market row for free and add it to my hand, or I can pay the required card from my hand to go ahead and take the contractor. Now, some contractors will have a cost as well. So for example, this architect right here is free. There's nothing at the top of the card. This contractor right here, though, hired hands, is going to cost me 3 energy to play. Real quick, I also start with 1 iron and 2 energy to the game. So I'll go ahead and do that. So right now, I can't hire any of those 2 contractors. I could hire these 2 if I wanted to. But I do not have a blue in my hand. I have 4 wrenches. So I cannot hire a contractor at this moment. I must be forced to take a card. So again, guys, what I'm looking to do is try and get cards as quickly as possible. That trash compactor is going to be pretty good. And then maybe this laboratory. I could maybe do the laboratory and the battery factory in the same turn. I think what I might do is keep the laboratory out there and take this trash compactor. Maybe. Actually, I'll take the laboratory for now. I'll take the laboratory for now. And I will draw another card from the deck that is a beacon. Okay, so that is my market phase. We now go into the work phase where I'll roll my dice. All right, so I have rolled, that was a 6. I saw that. So I have 4, 5, 6, 6, all right? So this is my headquarters board, guys. So this is where I can place some of my workers, right? So with this research, I got the research area of my headquarters where I can put any number die there and I'll get to draw 1 card from the deck. My generate section is I have to put either a 1, 2, or 3, and I will generate the number of energy that is on that dice. So if I put a 3, I get 3 energy. The mine has to be a 4, 5, or a 6, and it doesn't have to be. I can put a 6 there if I want to. But if I put either a 4, 5, or a 6 here, I'll generate 1 iron, okay? It is not on the value. So if I put a 4, I don't get 4 iron. If I put a 4, I just get 1 iron. If I put a 6, I just get 1. However, turning my card sideways, there is a matching bonus. So if I put 2 of the same dice there, I get +1 of that resource or card. If I put 3 of the same, I get +2, okay? So again, if I put my 2 6s here, I would get 3 iron, right? If I put my 2 6s here, I could draw 3 cards. So that is kind of how that works. And then once you get factories out, I could put dice in those slots as well. All right, so I think the first thing I want to try and do is get this, let's see, I need 3 iron. So what I might do is put my 2 6s in my mine, which would generate me 2 iron. And then I get a bonus iron because of the matching bonus. So I would get 3 total iron. I still have a 4 and a 5 left over. I'm going to go ahead and build this battery factory. So that requires 2 iron and 1 energy. Okay. And then let me go ahead and slot this here. And then I might buy, I don't have enough for the laboratory. Okay. So that's that. So I got an option here. What else can I buy? I got a refinery. Nope, I don't have enough energy for that. I have a fitness center that can be used to decrease the value. I think I'm going to pass on that for now. I think I'm going to use, let's see, I'll use my 4 to draw a card. What do I draw? A megalith. So it's 3 victory points, 5 iron. Megalith costs 1 less per monument type card in your compound. Okay, that's worth victory points at the end of the game. And then I'll just use my 5 to grab an iron for now. Iron is always handy. All right. So that is the end of my turn. So now at this point, I must discard down if I have more than 10 cards in my hand, which I have 5. I messed up already because I did not discard a card from my hand. So I would discard this fitness center. Remember, I don't know if I mentioned this. When building, you must discard the requirement of that icon. So in order for me to build this battery factory, I need to discard a card with a wrench icon in my hand. Okay. I did not do that, so that has been fulfilled. I can't build anything else because I don't have the required energy, and that is the end of my turn. So I must discard down to 12 total resources. This combines the iron and energy, and then 10 cards. So I only got 4. All right. Now let's flip over to the machine. All right. So the machine will start by rolling all of his dice at once, and he gets 1 of each colored dice. Okay. Let's roll his dice. All right. So starting with the green dice. All right. Depending on what he rolls will depending on what he does. So he rolled a 6. So he will build the top card from the blueprint deck. So this is a nuclear plant. And then he will discard the entire contract row and refill it. All right. That is kind of disappointing. So it'll be refilled from left to right. Just like that. And sorry for the mess. Let me straighten this back up. All right. And then that is what that will do. And then how he works is, again, his goal is to compete with me for producing goods. So the number that he rolls on his dice, if that number is lower, equal to or lower than the amount of cards that he has in that color, then he will produce a good. So he has no yellow cards. So the yellow dice is irrelevant. He has no red cards. The red dice is irrelevant. He has rolled a 4 blue and 3 purple, okay? So this number is higher, so he will not produce a good, and this number is higher for his cards because he will not produce a good as well. So that is the end of his turn, and now it comes back to me. So going in the market phase, I can either choose to take a card or grab a contractor. I could get that specialist and gain an extra die. What else? That's the only thing I could do. Or I can take a card down here. You know what? That power plant looks nice, but extra dies are nice. I need to start getting some energy out. Let's see. I think I'll spend this megalith from my hand in order to hire this contractor, this specialist right here. So he will allow me to gain an extra die of any value anytime during the phase. All right, so I'm just going to keep him down here just to remind me, and then I'll just put a die on him so I know. He will get refilled. And now let's roll some dice. All right. So I have rolled a 1 and a 1 and a 3 and a 5. All right. So let me see what I got here. A card. I mean, that's draw a card. Okay, so I'm going to build this laboratory, which I don't have enough, which I by mistake. All right, so I'm going to do a 3. And then I'm going to do another 3. So that is 6 total plus 1 extra. So I'm gaining 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 energy on my turn using my specialist. So he gets discarded. I'll put him over here. Now I can do what I want. All right, so now I can build that laboratory, and I will discard this other battery factory. So I need to pay 1 iron and 4 energy, which is right here. So anytime I draw a card when gaining a good, all right? So now I will, let's see. I'm gonna use my 4 energy that I have here, and I will generate a good. So for my production, and then I get to draw a card. So I get another megalith. What is this refinery? Nah, it's just producing iron. I will do my 2 1s on here to gain 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. So let's see what I got. Temp agency. Spend a energy to choose 1 or more unplaced die and re-roll them. All right, that's not bad. A concrete plant. 2 of the same dice plus that same number of iron will give me 2 goods. And a fitness center. Spend an energy for a -1. All right, so that is the concrete plant is nice. Temp agency, fitness center. I think I'm just going to use my 5 on a mine. and just grab me an iron real quick, and that'll be the end of my turn. So I got 5 cards in my hand, and I got 3 iron. So let's see what the machine is doing. So he rolls a 6 again. So top card of the blueprint deck, which is a yellow scrapyard. He is scrapping all of these. Man. Boom, 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 boom. And then what do we got? So he still doesn't have any yellow. He still doesn't have any red. We got a 3 on the purple, so I'm good there. And we got a 5 on the blue, so I am good there. All right. So that's his turn, and it is back to me. I am definitely taking, ooh, man, that incinerator. That incinerator can be nice. The trash compactor. I think I'm going to get the incinerator because I can produce more goods. So I'm going to take this incinerator and fill it with the laboratory. All right. Go ahead and roll my dice. I only get 4 because I no longer have that contractor. All right, so I get a 1, 4, 5, and a 6. All right. So I want a concrete plant is nice. Man, do I sacrifice this concrete plant for what is my refinery? I mean, I need energy, but I don't have any energy. I need something that can produce energy. Yeah, so I need the incinerator. So I'm going to have the incinerator, which I can't do yet. Wait. All right. 1 energy. All right. 1 energy. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to put the incinerator down, discarding the concrete plant of the same. And I need to spend 2 iron and 1 energy. That is that. So then I can discard a card and an iron to gain 6 energy, okay? So I will discard a megalith and a iron to gain 6 energy, and I'm just going to spend 4 of that to produce a good. So I produce 1 good, and then I get to draw a blueprint card when producing a good, which is another obelisk. What is that temp agency? Okay. So I have 4, 5, and 6. Think what I'm going to do is I'll just put the 6 here. Well, actually, no. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do 3, all 3 of those, and just gain 3 in iron. I have the strat that I'm going to use. I think I'm just going to keep abusing my incinerator and going from there. All right, so that is my turn. All right, so let's see. He rolled a 2, so he is taking the laboratory. And so just to kind of explain, I don't think I've ever explained it. So if he rolls, depending on what he rolls will determine what we do, right? So I have the card over here. So if he rolls a 1 through a 4, he'll take that respective card on the blueprint card on the market. So this is considered the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4, right? If he rolls a 5, he'll take the top card of the deck, build it, and then discard and put a new row out of the blueprint cards. If he rolls a 6, you've seen he'll take the top card and then discard all of that. All right. So he rolled a 2, so he took that top card and added it to his deck. He still has no yellow and no red. He has rolled a 3 on the blue, and he's rolled a 6 for the purple. So he will only produce 1 good at this particular time. So there is his good there. And then now we're back to me. So I think what I'm going to do is... so let's see, I can get a specialist or that architect for 3 cards. Let me see. I think I'm gonna discard my fitness center and pick up this architect. So he allows me to draw 3 cards and then pick an opponent to draw 1. He will not draw any cards at this particular time. That's what it says in the solo rules. So I get to draw 3 cards. So let's see what I got. A robot. Spend an iron to roll an extra die this turn. A warehouse. The sum of these dice are 14. I get to produce 2 goods and 2 energy. and an aluminum factory. 2 of the same goods plus 5 energy will get me 2 goods and an iron. Oof, those are some good cards. All right, so let's see what I got here. So do I have any? All right, so I can put this warehouse out for 3 iron and 2 electricity. Oh, no. So I got to roll first. So that was that phase. Let me roll. All right, so I got 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 4, 5. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this robot out first, and spend 1 and 1. All right. I'm gonna activate my. Oh, I gotta spend an iron to activate him. Oof. I can't build this yet. So really, the only thing I could build is this warehouse. So let me do that. So put a 4 and a 4 there to get 3 iron. Okay. I'm gonna put a 2 here to generate 2 energy. And then I'm gonna build this warehouse for 3 iron and 2 energy. So remember, that is the sum of 14. So I got 5 cards out. I don't want to build anything else, so I have a 5 left over. Here we go. Okay, so I will activate my incinerator. So a iron and any card in my hand, which will be this obelisk, to generate 6. I'm gonna spend 6, or I'm gonna spend 4. So I'm just gonna take 2 and activate my incinerator. So I need to discard a card. Well, I think I did discard a card. There was my iron to draw 6, so I get to gain a good. I should have done that in a better order so I don't confuse myself. I get to draw a card. Nuclear power plant. Roll a 6. Produce a good and a energy. Man, that is freaking awesome. So that's what I'm doing there. All right, so 5 to gain a iron. I'm gonna move these over here. I'm gonna build my nuclear plant by discarding my refinery. So I need to pay 2 iron and 2 energy, and that's all I got. All right, so I'm getting there. So I got six buildings out. I got 3 goods, and let's see what the machine gonna bring to the table here. All right, so he's rolling a 3 green. So he'll take a power plant. So he's taking his first yellow of the game, and I'll just put that there. This gets refilled. Okay, so 1 on a purple. So he generates a good there. We has no red. He's got a 3 on the blue, so he generates another good. Uh-oh. And then he's got a 5 on a yellow, which he doesn't generate anything there. All right, back to me. Let's see what we got out here. That, I think I'm gonna take, man, that mother load is nice for iron. Because I can keep rolling iron. Let me see. That iron or that trash compactor. 2 of the same. That can generate 2 instead of 1. But I really want to build that aluminum factory. So let me just take the mother load. Actually, no, I'll take the beacon and just get rid of that. All right, let's go ahead and roll some dice. So I got 3 4s. And I got my 6. All right, so my 6 allows me to produce a good and gain an energy. And then I get to draw a card from my laboratory. So that is a incinerator. So that is good there. What do I need for this aluminum factory? I need 2 iron, so I'm just gonna put all 4 of these in here and gain 5 iron, right? So I get 3 and then the 2 extra bonus. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I will discard my beacon and play my aluminum factory, which is 2 iron and 2 energy. Okay, so that's in play, and that is my turn. Let me look real quick. Let me roll him and then see. I can't remember if I can use the same things more than once in a turn. All right, so he rolls a 1 green. So he takes my trash compactor. This dirty man, dirty man. I need to put a, I'm gonna put all of his over here. Okay, so he takes my trash compactor. All right, so 4 on the blue. He's producing a good. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble here. I had a strategy and I moved away from it. 3 still has no red. He's got 1 on the yellow. And he produces another good. And then he's got a 5 on the purple, so he's clear there. Let me look in the book real quick and see. I can't remember if I can use building cards, activating cards. Each card can only be activated once per turn. All right, yep. So each card can only be activated once per turn. That's what I remember correctly. All right. So back to me. That was his turn. All right, so I'm gonna take this mother load, and we're gonna go. Actually, no. I'm not taking the mother load. Rewind that. I am taking the discarding the Tep agency to take the electrician, which will generate electrician, gain 5 energy, and then pick my opponent to gain 2. He does not. So I get 5 energy. I need to try and catch up here. So that's 1, 2, 4, and 5. All right, let's go ahead and roll my dice. So I get 6, 6, 3, and 4. All right. So, man, I'm gonna activate my robot, spending 1 iron to roll an extra dice this turn. See if I get a 5. Okay, that's better. I will use my 6 here. So I'm just gonna kind of tilt these to the side so I know I use them. They're exhausted. All right, so I'm using my nuclear power plant, which allows me to generate 1 good. I gain 1 energy, and whenever I gain a good, I get to draw a blueprint card. So I get a solar array, gain 2 after building a card. All right, or 2 energy after building a card. All right. What do I have next? So I want to get this warehouse producing. So let's go. It's got to equal 14. So 6 and 4 and 10. And 5 is 15. It's got to equal 14 plus. The sum must be 14 plus. All right. So that's 15 there. So I generate 2 goods on this. And then I gain 2 energy as well. My laboratory is already tapped. My laboratory, I don't know why I keep calling it laboratory. My laboratory is tapped, so I can't use that. Let's use 6 for the battery factory. So that is, or 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 energy right there to generate another good. What do I have? I got a 3 left over. What do I have in my hand? Can I build anything? Nope, can't really build anything. You know what? Energy is always nice, but let me see. I think I'm gonna put my 3 here and draw a card. Harvester. So 2 of the same give me 4 iron, or 2 of the same give me 7 resources. All right. That's not that bad of a card. All right, let me straighten everything back up here. Take all my dice. Where am I at on goods? So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he's at 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see what we got here. He rolled a 6 green. All right, so 6 in a green. He takes the top card of the deck, which is a Mega Factory. And he discards the entire contract row and refills it. Now, there is no penalty, I believe, if an entire row gets discarded. All right. Okay, guys, so there is no penalty for running out of contractor cards. I just don't have access to any more contractors for the remainder of the game. Okay, So he discarded the entire row. He rolled a 6. He built his factory. We got a 2 blue. So he is generating a resource. We got a 3 on a yellow, which does nothing. He's got a 2 on a purple, which generates a good. And we got a 4 on a red, which does nothing. All right. Oof. I'm struggling here. I'm struggling. All right, let's go to my turn here. That biolab is nice. Let me get that biolab out there. Again, I'm going to scramble to generate goods. All right, let's go ahead and roll my dice here. Oh, I'm going to redo that. I only get 1 dice. All right, 1 dice. So I get a 2, 4, 2, and a 1. All right. Let's see here. Let's see what I got first. All right. I don't have a 6. I don't have 5 of those yet. I can spend that. How much is this biolab? Because I do have a 1. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So let's put this biolab out here, and I'm going to get rid of this solar array. So I need to discard 1 and 3 energy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put my 1 on the biolab, get 1 energy back, and manufacture a good. I get to draw a blueprint card. It's a robot. All right, I already have one of those robots. Let's see what we got left over. All right, I think what I'm going to do is activate my incinerator. So discard a card from my hand. I'll just discard this other incinerator. It does not have to match the value of the card, by the way. And an iron, I get 6 energy. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then what I'm going to do is put my 2 2s here. Spend 5 energy, so that's 4, 5, to produce 2 goods and 1 iron. All right, produce 2 goods and 1 iron. Let me get my 2 goods here. So what am I at now? I'm at 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm at 11 there. I could use my robot to roll an extra die. Let me go ahead and do that. Spin my robot right here to roll an extra die. That's another 4, so that's 2 4s. I'm gonna put my 2 4s in the mine and grab me 3 iron. So 2 4s in the mine, grab me 3 iron right there. And that'll be my turn. Ready everything up, and let's see what the machine bringing to the table. All right, a 1. So he's taking a megalith. All right. He will put that in his thing. All right, so 1 on blue. He's manufacturing. We got a 3 on red. He has no red. We got a 4 on the yellow. He only has 1. And we got a 6 on the blue. So he just manufactures 1 good. All right. So he's at 4, 5. So he is at 8 right now. All right. Back to me. Let's see what I want to take here. What about these miners? I could get a miner. I could. Nope. I don't have anything to hire. I can't get a miner or any of those. Man, I got some temp agencies. Not a whole lot I really have. I think I'm going to take this mother load off the hands and refill. All right, let's roll my dice. So remember, I only get 4. Put that dice back. Hopefully I can end the game here. All right, 6, 5, 1. I will spend an iron to roll an extra die for my robot. Now that's a 4. The robot is exhausted. All right, that's perfect. So I'm going to do a 6, a 5, and a 4 for this, which will allow me to produce 2 goods and 2 energy. Okay. I'm going to put my 1 here, which, well, with an energy. Oh, I messed up. So I should only have, man, I thought it was like gain an energy. I got to spend an energy. I'm sorry if I did that wrong. Oh, jeez. Okay, so I gain a good, and then I got a 6 left over. So 6 produces a good and a energy. All right. So then I get to flip that, draw a card, which is a dojo. Flip an unplaced die to its opposite side. All right. Those are all of my options because I really can't. Well, I can actually. I can just pile it on in the hopes of I get something good. I'll do my incinerator. So discard a card. I'll discard my dojo. Plus 1 iron to generate 6 energy. But I'm going to spend 4 of those. So I'm just going to take 2 back and use my battery factory to generate a good. And is there anything else I can do? Nope, I am all shored up. Okay, so this will now be the end of the game because I have hit the 12 good limit. So let's see, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, so I got 16. So he will get 1 final turn, and then we'll proceed to final scoring. All right, so 6, he takes the top card of the deck, which is a black market card. He will discard my contractors. And then let's see what he's got. So 4 yellow, nothing. 6 purple, nothing. 4 blue, so he will generate a good. And a 5 red, which is nothing. All right. So now we go ahead and count up and see. So you will add the total number of goods and then any victory points on your cards, and that'll be your total score, okay? Let me go ahead and move these dice off. So I had 16, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so I'm at 16. This is 1, so that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right, so I am at 23 total points. So let's see how the boss. To calculate the machine score, that was pretty embarrassing. Okay. To calculate the machine score, they receive 1 point for each of their goods. All right, so he's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. All right. He gets 1 point for each card in his compound, regardless of the value. So that's 9. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that is 20, and then 1 additional point for each monument type card in his compound. So that is a monument card, so that is 21. Let me make sure I did that math right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And that is 21. All right? And then if you have more points than the machine, you win. All right, so I have won 23 to 21. Okay, guys. Well, this is Fantastic Factories, a game about building factories and generating goods to see who can do it the most efficiently. This is from Metafactory Games. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I hope you got to enjoy the solo play. And I hope you guys actually kind of like this game or are interested in this game. As always, please leave a comment in below. Do you own Fantastic Factories? Put it in the comment. If you don't, is this a game that interests you? We'll go ahead and comment that, guys. Help me out. As always, like and subscribe as well to the channel if you haven't already. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. Have a great Saturday. Bye.